I want to start by saying I haven't had technical issues while I've been making videos all day until I started talking about the black-eyed children. So that's a little disturbing. But as promised, I wanted to talk about another narrative with this specific legend. Like I said before, 1996 was when the term black-eyed children was coined, but there have been a lot of different bits of folklore and sightings that are much older than that, and some that are very recent. Let's talk about a particularly creepy but encounter of them back in Vermont in the 90s. So an older couple had said that they encountered these children. They lived in rural Vermont. It was a snowy day when two kids knocked on their door. The husband did not want to let these kids in, but the wife didn't really take a good look at them and said, please let them in. It's cold. They don't know where their parents are. They had told the couple that their parents will be here soon. Could they please come inside and get warm? When they got in, they immediately sat on the couch and were utterly unresponsive. The family was asking them questions like, how did you get out here? Where are your parents? How do they know to get where they need to go? Would you like something warm to drink? These kids, with their pitch black eyes, stared straight ahead, did not move, did not say a word. So the couple decide they're gonna maybe go to the kitchen and talk about what the heck is going on. Now at this point, the wife has definitely noticed their eyes, and she says to her husband, did you see their eyes? That was not normal, and our cats are reacting very weirdly to these kids. The husband tries to respond, but then his nose starts bleeding profusely. And then, out in the other room, they start hearing the kids. Now all they hear is the kids singing, our parents are here, and the electricity starts to flicker. The kids keep singing this phrase over and over again as they finally move. They get up off the couch and out the door. And that's when the couple notice two men dressed in black suits waiting outside. At this point, the power is completely off, so they can't see these men very well, but they did note that the men were incredibly tall, very slender, and they thought that their eyes were pretty similar to that of the kids. The wife waves to these two men who have ushered these creepy kids into their car. The men don't even acknowledge them. They get the kids in the car and they go, and all of a sudden, as soon as they're out of view, the electricity comes back on. So it didn't end there, unfortunately. Even though they were out of sight and gone from the property, the man's nose continued to bleed, so he had to seek medical attention, and that's when he was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of cancer. On top of that, they had a handful of indoor cats who, over the next few days, just went missing without a trace. So it wasn't a very happy ending for this family. But what do you think about this story? The black-eyed children, to me, sound a little bit like very similar narratives to Men in Black. Maybe I'm alone in that thought. What are your theories?